Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is MrHurriicane, and we are live here with some more of my Detroit Lions rebuild franchise on Madden 17. How's everybody doing? Let me make sure things are working here. But we are going to stream the 5th episode of the series today. I appreciate all of you stopping by here on your Friday afternoon if you're watching this live, or maybe you're watching this in 2019. How you doing? Anyway, we are in the second season of the series right now, and I expect we'll get toward the end of the year, if not to the end of the season. We'll see kind of how the season plays out. If we win games, we play at a slower pace. If we lose games, we speed it up. So, hope you all are looking forward to the stream. It's been like a week and a half or so since the last stream. I'm sorry for that. I'm trying to get some things on track here and want to get you guys at least one stream per week, but preferably two. So at least getting things going tonight, and there are going to be a lot of streams on the channel in the near future, including tomorrow with my Franchise and Dynasty offseason, and we're going to have off seasons in my Twins franchise and my Chargers franchise soon. And those are both probably going to be streamed. I think I will stream the Twins franchise off-season as well. And we'll see if I find any other interesting things to stream. Did I mean to... Oh, it is Saturday. It is Saturday. Whoops. It feels like a Friday to me. I don't know. Yeah, July 1st, Saturday. It's Saturday? It don't feel like Saturday. I guess that's why I went for a walk this morning and nobody was out of their house. Alright. I'm completely messed up then. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'm streaming tomorrow at 2 o'clock here on the channel, my Franchise and Dynasty offseason. And that is already set up on my channel. Minnesota's still at 2005. I'm a day behind, everybody. That's it. That's it. Over 240 in the stream now. Hey, when is the next Charger game? Oh, I haven't gotten around to this yet. As soon as this stream is over, you can immediately go to the Chargers franchise and watch the new episode. It's going to go up as soon as this is over. We got the first super chat of the day from William Carter. Thank you very much. You do some great series, Kane. From Minnesota and Michael Tate to the Kalispell and the Chargers one. Keep it up. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate the super chat and the kind words. Can you make some blockbuster trades today? I'm not sure if we need to. Just to get an idea of where we're at right now, we'll take a look at the draft capital we have right now, the picks, and then we'll also take a look at the roster. So right now we have one pick in every round. We didn't acquire anything special in the 2018 or the 2017 draft. As far as the overall roster goes, of course, Matt Stafford came back from injury and thankfully had a great game as we ended last episode. And we need him to play well this year if we're going to make anything happen this season. And if he doesn't play well, then are we really going to sign him after this year is over to an extension? No, this Chargers is not on a scheduled upload. It's going to be manual as soon as the stream is over. So I don't know when this stream is going to be done, but within a minute or two of the stream being over, you will be able to watch it. Deshaun McDuffie is our rookie running back, and he's been off to kind of a slow start so far, and I wanted to upgrade some of his ratings today. Carrying is good, ball carrier vision. Because it's, of course, a sim series, it's a trait you have to worry about, whereas with a user, you don't really have to as much. And I'm trying to get overall ratings up so that when we sim, we have better chances of good things happening for us. At receiver, Golden Tate, Marvin Jones, and Josh Gordon. I love that trio, especially when you have complementary pieces like Eric Ebron and Deshaun McDuffie. So Gordon, not really going to develop a ton more in his career. He's basically capped at this point. Not entirely, I shouldn't say that, but how many more times can you possibly upgrade catching unless you were to be Offensive Player of the Year or something? And then at tight end, there's Eric Ebron, of course, Rashawn Barlow, the rookie, Taylor Decker at left tackle. We have Laken Tomlinson, Travis Swanson, Larry Warford, Jordan McMillian, our rookie tackle. Then on the defensive line, trying to get this pass rush better. That's just kind of a weakness right now. We're working on it. Demontre Moore, DJ Weston is here. Not much to upgrade for him, but he has that quick dev. That's going to be handy. Then in the linebacker core, Asher Horton, who is injured right now, out for a couple weeks, so that sucks. Tahir Whitehead, DeAndre Levy, need to get some linebacker help. Darius Slay alongside A.J. Wilbur. As the rookie, we'll get him a nice little boost here. While I don't want to like wait to upgrade coverage because it's only going to get more expensive, whereas awareness stays cheap for a while, and I'll get to that when I can. But I want to make sure those other traits are set. Safety, still worrying about that position. Would like to get some more help out there. Malcolm Gatewood, has a little bit of potential. Like enough speed, doesn't have the coverage though. Maybe a box safety. So that's where the team is at right now from a roster standpoint. And we are 1-2. Hey, Jamila with the coon. I'm sure Packer fans are still saying that when like Ripkowski carries. I'm sure they do. I can't remember back to last season, but I'm sure at least in like the first couple weeks they did it. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Those are all very helpful and much appreciated. Supporting your favorite content creators is a good thing. So, I think it's time for us to start getting into some games. And we're going to do some simming. We'll jump into some matchups that you guys want to see. We did not play this game. We simmed the last two. So we saw that we started off 0-2, but then the Lions go and put up a big offensive showing against the Falcons. And Stafford threw 5 touchdowns, almost 400 yards. And that's going to kind of need to be our path to victory right now. Because I'm not sure how our defense is going to fare. We've given up at least 31 in every game so far. And, you know, against the Steelers, that's probably that's likely to happen again. So, when you look at the schedule, what do you guys want to see as far as the next game goes that we will actually sit in on and watch a handful of possessions? Yeah, Ripkowski is pretty good. The Packers, they've had some good fullbacks, and they get them involved, and it's annoying. Kane should do a Jets or Browns franchise in Madden because those two teams have the worst rosters. It'd be his biggest challenge. One of the things with using a team like the Browns is that in Madden it's a little bit easier to develop them because they are so young. And I don't think the Browns would be extremely difficult. There would be some challenge there. Like their defense isn't what it was a few years ago, so now they've had to get some more pass rushers and whatnot, and they gotta find some secondary players. But I want to get back to the NFC this year. You guys want to see Cowboys looks like. Okay, well, Sim Steelers, we'll jump into Cowboys. I want to get back to the NFC this year. It's been 2 straight years in the AFC, and I just find the NFC to be so much more fun and competitive. Now, I do like some of the teams that we're up against in my Chargers franchise. I love that division first off. It's a really tough division. And then they have some really good players. Oh, we got the win. But 2 new injuries. That sucks. Then we have the Jaguars, and that's today's game. We're against the Jaguars. Wow, Zach Zenner is hurt. He broke his collarbone. He might have already been hurt because Levy now is hurt. Shoulder tear and Golden Tate abdominal tear. So we're even in more trouble at linebacker, but at least we have Josh Gordon at receiver. So that gave us a little bit of insurance in case something like this happened. And then a big decision on Asher Horton, and I very rarely would choose to actually play the injured player. So we will go to our bench on that, but we got the victory. We're about to face a pretty good team. The Cowboys, of course. 35-14. How on earth do we shut them down? A super chat from 27 Super Yankees. Would you want Sano versus Judge in the home run derby final? That sounds good to me. Two young sluggers on the rise. As long as Sano comes out on top. But that wouldn't be the Minnesota way. We can get close, but taking home championships, nah. That's not our style. 4 touchdowns in this one for Matt Stafford. Back-to-back great games. That's what happened. They have Mike Glennon because Roethlisberger is hurt. So he shut down Le'Veon, all right. Not really shut down. He just didn't carry a ton. Still at almost 80 yards. In the receiving game, Martavis gets us for 1, but 2 scores each for Ebron and Marvin Jones. Antonio Brown gets 120. And now we're going to see Josh Gordon get some elevated snaps. So we're 2-2, 2 straight victories, and we'll jump into this game against the Steelers. Or the Cowboys, my bad. Let me do some scouting quick. And I want to take a look at the pass rushers. Richie Adkins, 6'7", 301. Don't know his pass rush move, but he is run stopper with the block shedding, so that's all lining up. Aaron Byram. Kind of the same setup there, similar. Harvey Drayton. There we go. Power moves, but undrafted. How bad could he be with the B pass rush move? Kane, did you ever play flag football or contact? If so, what position did you play? I did play flag football 1 year, and then I played tackle football for 2. I really didn't enjoy playing sports as much as I have, like, watching sports for some reason. But when I did, I played running back and corner and safety, a little bit of safety. My favorite position to play was safety because you kind of just get to roam a little bit. You get a little bit more freedom, and I wish I could have played some wide receiver, but you know, passing the football isn't always a big thing in high school ball and middle school ball. It's a lot more about running. I didn't like playing running back. I really didn't. I would much rather run some routes. So let's jump into this game now. I also played some baseball too. Center field and right field for a game. I was about the rawest baseball player ever though, because I didn't play till high school. I didn't play in middle school, so I didn't get like a good like throwing motion down or anything. My arm was really bad when I started, and then worked on mechanics a little bit, and I was able to get the accuracy down, and the strength kind of built up with it as well. But yeah, baseball was fun. I enjoyed playing baseball for sure. Had some decent range in center field. Had speed on the base paths. So that's my game right there. Didn't have power though. I couldn't figure that out. Couldn't get the ball up into the air. I was ground ball king though. I played wing back. Well, you play one of those style offenses. I like pro style. When I played, we played pro style, but it was like 22 personnel stuff. So, you know, I formation, things like that. Will you ever do a series in NBA 2K? I do want to. I think we froze. I think we definitely froze here. It's not loading in right now. Huh. What is going on with that? I may have to back out of this then. This happened to me before. I know what I need to do. Oh. I think, okay. I should have the autosave file still, but I need to save it as a new file. This happened to me in my Vikings series, where I kept trying to get into a game and it would freeze. And then I saved it as a new thing, and it worked from there. So I just need to go and save it as a new file. I don't know. But the autosave file should save our progress that we just made, like that win and the little upgrading I did. So, yeah. Save it as a new file, be good to go. I don't know how long we sat there on that screen, but that was strange. But as far as 2K goes, I was thinking about maybe getting 2K and doing some streams and kind of like take Kane to basketball school type of deal. Try to help me learn the game a little bit. And I think the best way for me to learn it would be to stream. So I can make mistakes, you can yell at me, I can try making less mistakes, and you'll yell at me. But I want to get more into it, especially with the Timberwolves looking a lot more exciting now. Like, you know, a lot of my friends growing up were not into basketball, and it's mostly because we didn't have a very good team to watch. So, just didn't really have the interest. I remember being really young when they had, like, you know, KG, Wally Serbiak, Latrell Sprewell, and Sam Cassell. Like, yeah, that was kind of fun. I was never big into basketball. I paid attention, but started paying a little bit of attention last year. I can name a lot of players now, at least. But as far as, like, knowing the game and, like, I think I would struggle at a lot of things, like managing the clock and different substitutions. I don't know much about that right now. So let me jump into the autosave file, and then I'll save it as a new one, and we'll flip it around. My player might be a decent way for me to get back into it because a lot of the decision making is taken out of my hands, and I can just work on playing as my player and my role. But, like, you know, I'm a franchise guy. I'd want to do some sort of my league, my GM, whatever they call it. And that's what I would want to focus on mainly. So I think that'd be fun to get into that this summer. And then when, you know, 2K comes out, when Live comes out, see how those games go. And then maybe actually do something serious on a basketball game. Alright, let me save it as a new file. You're seeing me fix things on the fly here. Say the Greek freak's name. You mean Giannis Antetokounmpo? Is that good enough for you? Yeah, I should do some hockey stuff, shouldn't I? I should play NHL. I should at least give it a shot. I mean, no reason why I shouldn't. I gave FIFA a shot a couple years ago. Lions Rebuild 2. I got so many files. It's annoying. Do you think that in Kalispell Dynasty next year, Marquise Walker will get drafted? I think there's a good chance, but I'm not sure because the overall is going to be probably mid to high 80s, and I'm not sure how much competition he's going to have as far as, like, the quarterback position goes, and I'm not sure if that plays a huge role in it, but I think there's a chance. Alright, maybe now we can play some ball. What's the fantasy file? That was my fantasy draft franchise that I did with the Cowboys. I always hang on to my old files, so I don't really gain anything by getting rid of it. What do you think about Live versus 2K? Which one would you get? I don't know, because Live would have a lot to prove after, you know, a couple year hiatus, and 2K has been, like, building this lead in, like, the basketball mind share. When you think basketball video games, you think 2K. And Live's got to work on skewing some of that back in their favor, and I don't know how it's going to be. I haven't seen the game in action. Really, beyond, I watched a video from K-Spade. I like K-Spade's video. But as far as like a full game and whatnot goes in the franchise mode, what I'm worried about is that the franchise mode wouldn't be very fleshed out in year 1 of it being back. So, I don't know. Probably 2K. How much time total have you spent with NCAA 14, do you think? Wow. Oh, man. Between 500 and 1,000 hours, I'd have to say. I've played a lot of games on there. I've done a lot of recruiting on there. Just the hours I've spent in recruiting would dwarf a lot of the time I spend in other games. I've probably spent between 50 and 100 hours just recruiting on that game. Probably close to 50, I'd have to say, on that. But I wish it kept track, because I love to know how much time I've put into those games and Madden. Alrighty, guys. Why don't we jump to the end of the quarter? Whoops, I messed up. Gridiron Champs. You know, if the game comes out, I'm definitely going to check it out. I have interest in any football game that comes out. So, I hope that the project works out. But many have asked, you know, are you going to, like, support it or whatnot? I need to see stuff before I support projects, especially if I'm going to, like, tout it to an audience. I need to see more. So Prescott on the handoff. Uh-oh. Zeke looks fast. And that's a good pickup on 2nd down. When you play Madden on Steam. Now, Madden hasn't been on PC in years. If it did, that'd be interesting. But, I'm not a PC guy. I can't imagine, like, playing games with a mouse and keyboard. Not that you would have to. I'm sure, like, you know, a controller would always be better for something like a sports game. But, never really got into PC gaming. Like, I can objectively see why it's better, but I'm not going to play what's better. I'm going to play what I prefer. And I always prefer console and being able to, like, sit on a couch or whatever. And I know it doesn't really make sense. If you were to, like, show someone who's never seen video games before and say, hey, here's this box that can pretty much do anything you want in the world. Here's a box that limits you to games and Netflix, pretty much. You know, it doesn't make sense. Consoles don't make a lot of sense, except for the ease of use. But I, you know, grew up playing console, probably always going to play console. I did not choose this game to look at, the chat did. What has been your favorite series you've done? If I had to pick, making me pick one of my favorites, I'd have to go Minnesota Dynasty. Going 10 years deep into that and just having so much turnover and so many fun moments in games, and hard to top that series and what I was able to put together with that. That is what my channel is all about, that series right there. Here's Stafford on 2nd down, and we got Gordon involved now. Josh Gordon filling in, of course, for Golden Tate, who is injured now. Hey, Cam, what kind of TV do you use for gaming? I'm really overdue for a TV upgrade. I'm slow to upgrade a lot of my electronics. I'm playing on like a 26-inch TV right now, just 1080p, not a very high refresh rate, not the prettiest visuals. My main TV is a 40-inch Sony. Now, it was a beast back in the day. That TV is now approaching 10 years old. I got it when I was a freshman in high school on my birthday. And it's been my TV since then. So a 2007 model. And it doesn't look great anymore. Not anywhere close, but eventually I will upgrade, and when I do, I like to go about 55-inch, 4K, HDR, and try to get one that'll last another good chunk of time. Try to get the most out of my stuff. I know not a lot of games are like native 4K yet or anything. I don't have a PS4 Pro. I like to get one at some point. I'm not sure if that'll be anytime soon. But I know that, you know, this TV, which is, you know, 7 years newer than my main TV, games look better on here. They just do. So I know something new would do better. I can probably take advantage of some of the HDR, maybe. So we get stopped here on 4th down, but we send out Matt Prater. It's field goal time, everybody. And the kick is good. 3-0 Detroit. Will you do a poll for the Madden 18 franchise team? I won't do a poll. I will select the team, and you'll know that choice when Madden is out. I always save it for then. It's a good time to bring in new subscribers, get new viewers, and I always like announcing it then. Here's Dak. And now let's do some normal simming. We're up 3-0 now on the Cowboys, looking for our 3rd straight victory. So, Cowboys, of course, are going to run the football against us. Some good questions in here. I'm just going to try to get to more of these. Head coach. I'll get to that. We got a sack with Ezekiel Ansah, and so far, so good for the Lions. 3rd down here for Stafford. We got Riddick. Getting some carries now. Hopefully McDuffie isn't like hurt or anything. It's like 3 or 4 straight carries. Uh-oh, I'm starting to get worried now. Ryan Wynn makes a catch. Ladarius Ballard, okay. About head coach. I do still want to do a series on that game. It will likely be a streaming series, I would have to imagine. Probably a lot of simming involved, though, so it'll probably be similar to this series. I kind of wanted to use this here to kind of test the waters on something like head coach, which is older but has a lot more off-season depth and a bit more GM control. The gameplay is just not that fun. It's very stiff. And that's my main hang-up with it. Here's 3rd and goal. How aggressive is Stafford gonna get? I see no, I don't see McDuffie. Touchdown, Eric Ebron. There we go. Putting on a show here for the home fans against the 1-loss Cowboys. This is awesome. Do you still do scouting for Canada? I do in my series. I like to scout anybody who's like over 7 or 6'7", and the Canadian players. That was a long possession. Don't draft Fred Davis and head coach. Remember what happened last time? I don't. That's been like 4 years. I don't remember. So we're up 10-0, which means we're just asking this defense to play well now. Nick Vigil's getting some snaps, though knocked away by Nevin Lawson. The Cowboys are not doing too well against us. Meanwhile, we have Riddick in there. And a drop by Josh Gordon. We can't be having that. We make a 56-yard field goal. Wow, a pick 6 for Tavon Wilson. It is 20-0. This is awesome. What happened to the Cowboys? They just went 3-and-out again. Okay, this team might be for real now. Now we just punted the football away. And then sacked by Ashawn Robinson. 3rd and 15, knocked away by Glover Quinn. So many things are going right. The original head coach, I did not play a lot of. I did play it. But not a ton. I wasn't as big into the GM control stuff as I am now. I was getting there, though. McDuffie's out for the game, sadly, and Ryan Wynn is now hurt. So we're battling some injuries here. We're doing our best. It's 20-0. Can't really complain about that. Almost into the second half. Uh-oh. Penalty on Ansah. As the Cowboys look to finally get points. They are close. And they got it to Jason Witten. So 20-7. As we will head into the second half. Theo Riddick are running back the rest of the game. We'll watch some defense here soon. Third down, we got Josh Gordon for 10. Intercepted by Orlando Scandrick. All right, guys, that's enough. This is enough. Let's watch this next drive. Fred Davis wouldn't sign with you and he just left. I have to watch it again to understand that one. I might need to sign some more wide receivers. I'll have to see where a roster spot can be opened up as Zeke makes the catch and they convert. Don't tell me now they're just going to turn it on and complete this entire comeback in the third quarter. Madden 18, can you try to do 7 seasons? I want to try to do at least 6. 6 is a good length of a franchise because it gets you through the rookie contracts of the players that you draft. And then potentially play against those guys or give them a second deal. 20-7. Man, we can't get the pressure, but we got the coverage at least. Dak only 7 of 16. Dak again on third down as Ansah applies the pressure, and that is out of bounds for Lucky Whitehead. Will they kick here? They will. Dan Bailey, we know how good he is. Yeah, I remember the Madden 11 Vikings franchise. That was me testing the waters basically, and I've talked about this before. Like, it was never my original intention as Bailey misses the kick. But it was never my intention to be like a sports YouTuber. I didn't know there was a sports community when I began YouTube. I wanted to make videos on, like, you know, Gears of War 3 was coming out that year, and I wanted to play some other games, but they weren't out. So I decided to do something on Madden, and you see what it's evolved into. And now I've made almost 700 franchise/dynasty videos, games that is. Touchdown Theo Riddick, nice drive for the Lions. But yeah, that Madden 11 franchise was me basically creating my first audience on YouTube and then snowballing that into Madden 12 and putting a lot of effort into it. It's crazy how it wasn't really all that intentional when I began, but figured it out as I went. I'm very happy I did. Hey, we got the football back. What happened? They turned it over. I gotta see what on earth went down here. What was the last play of the quarter? They go for it? Knocked away, incomplete, pass, 4-yard penalty, 2-yard penalty, and then we got the football somehow. But it's a 19-point ball game here in the final quarter. But when I started getting into the sports videos, then I did find some other creators like Not As Fan, who had recently launched his Sports Gaming Universe channel, and he's been a huge help for me on this YouTube journey. I'll always appreciate what he's helped me with. Uh-oh. They are driving. Inside 7 minutes As Zeke gets him close, and Zeke scores the touchdown. So 26-14. Cowboys within 2 scores. Please tell me we can run some clock now. Theo Riddick doing his job. Matt Stafford's going to run. Close to 3 minutes. I wish I could just choose like run or pass on this screen here. A little bit more control would be nice. And it looks like we might be ready to end this game. Yes, 26-14. How about that? We defeat the Dallas Cowboys in impressive fashion. Why did you only do 3 seasons on Madden 13? Well, that was the first year I started doing Dynasty, and I was still wrapping up the Vikings franchise for a long time, so I just wasn't very consistent with that series. But yeah, that was the shortest main franchise I've done. So, the win here for Detroit. Our 3rd in a row. Should I grab a quick thumbnail from this? What could I even do? Ebron? Stafford? I don't know if Stafford's even made it into a thumbnail yet, so I might have to go with Matt Stafford. Because he's been red hot as of late. Just giving myself some options here. All right, that's good. And I should mark that down just because I'm going to be looking for that thumbnail later and I want to find it. About the 38, 35 mark. That is 3 straight victories. And that's going to take us into our bye week in week 6. We have 106 likes right now, 371 viewers. Can we get to 150 likes on the stream? Golden Tate is cleared. But I'd rather give a boost to Marvin Jones and his XP. Trade offers for Nevin Lawson. Not sure I want to trade him away right now because we'd be super thin without him and we're actually winning some games. All right, let's do some scouting here. Let's go to cornerbacks. I want to see what they're doing. I see a lot of you trying to catch me with the Paul George stuff. Did you see he was traded to the Celtics? Now, I pay enough attention to know he's with the Thunder now. Did they ever say what the... Was it ever leaked what the Celtics offered, though? Because, you know, everybody was going crazy about how the Celtics, again, wouldn't give up anything to make a trade. I'm over here like, I don't even know what basketball is, but I'm gonna pay attention. Cornerbacks this year are kind of weak. Might be one of those situations where you have to go to free agency or just keep around a player like Nevin Lawson. If I can't easily upgrade, then I'm not interested. Finesse rusher, Steven Lemon. Asher Horton is available to play again? Cool. So let's sim past our bye week. Celtics apparently offered a bunch of picks, but no current players. Okay. Levy has been cleared. Another big decision to make. Nope. We'll go with a 24-year-old Nick Vigil. Let's do some more scouting here. The Celtics offered 3 firsts and 2 starters, but Pacers didn't want to trade him to an East opponent. That makes sense. I thought the conference deal might have something to do with it. But that's a big haul to deny. I'm not sure what the players were, but 2 starters and 3 picks? NBA is wild. The offseason is crazy. What it takes to succeed with so much star power, I mean, you got to be aggressive or you're not going to make anything happen. I mean, I don't think you're going to see an NBA champion anytime soon that you could compare to like the 2000 and whatever Ravens that won the World Series, the Super Bowl. You know, like these wild card teams that go on good runs like the Giants did. You know, I just don't feel like there's an equivalent in the NBA. And one more player I can scout the first trait for. Antoine Huntley. Oh, I need one more point. Let me go to defensive backs then. Mike Word. Hit power. Everyone's got good hit power. Alright, so this time we're up against the Ravens. We're going to sim this game now and see if we get our 4th straight victory. The 2011 Mavs, what seed were they when they won? Were they comparable to that? Because I think we're just seeing more of the super team emphasis. Well, we saw it before. It's not a big 3 is not a new concept. Yeah, we got players back from injury. We lost. How we lose to the Ravens? They were 2-4. We lost 27-16. Stafford couldn't find the end zone. Flacco did twice. We could not run the football at all. Marvin Jones, 9 for 59. Brashad Perriman with 2 touchdown catches. Golden Tate came back. He scored, or he had 89 yards. Gordon, 2 for 40. Ansah had 2 sacks. Carl Davis had 1. Glover Quinn had 1. They were a 3 seed? I see a 3 and I see a 4. I don't know what the 2011 Mavs were. And the Vikings are up next. I kind of want to watch some of this Vikings game. Because they're 5-2. And this is a really tight race right now in the NFC North. Let me save it quick. We'll get past the halfway point in this stream, though, of the season. Which pro sport has the worst fights? I'd say football. Because too many players get into fights and, like, punch somebody wearing a helmet. That's just the worst. They were a 3 seed that year. Okay. Featuring Color Rush. Heck yeah. Who do you think will win between the Vikings and Steelers? Well, the Vikings, of course. The Vikings opening games, it's going to be a tough slate. They have the Saints, the Steelers, and I forget who else in their first 3, but it's like a really tough opening schedule. The Steelers one definitely worries me, but I cannot wait to see, hopefully Xavier Rhodes versus Antonio Brown. And if they can contain Le'Veon Bell. Best Color Rush jersey? Oh, I haven't seen the full list of all of them in a long time. I like Carolina's a lot. Seattle's. I actually don't love the Vikings that much. Their Color Rush unis, they're alright. The Lions have great Color Rush uniforms. And a super chat here from Jedi Messiah. Kane NBA 2K18 franchise confirmed. I don't know if I get into franchise. I mean, I have a dynasty going, a baseball franchise, football franchise. I mean, another full-on edited series would be tough to throw into the rotation and not work at a snail's pace on them. I got cashews here. I haven't eaten in a while. Cashews are my favorite. I haven't eaten in a while. I need to eat something food. They're my favorite snack. You ever notice that cashews taste like, you know, picked off by Glover Quinn? But have you ever noticed that cashews kind of taste like the Kraft, you know, like the red stick and the cheese and the crackers? That's what cashews remind me of. That flavor. They're good. Alrighty. So we pick off Teddy Bridgewater, I assume. And injured? No, not Marv. Xavier, come on, man. Marvin Jones down to the 1 and hurt. You need a management series on every single pro sports game, Kane. Well, I'm missing a couple then. I haven't done it on FIFA. I haven't done it on the rugby game. I haven't even played the rugby game. I don't like this running look. Don't run it. Told you. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting hungry. Gotta eat. Eating is popular on YouTube. We're losing so many yards. Please tell me we're spreading it out. Yeah. Give me Ebron. Stafford. No! Don't do that. All right, Vikings defense is tough. Arena football? Oh man, I used to love arena football. No joke. I used to be ranked in the top 20 on arena football on PS2, the original arena football. I was a beast at that game. That is one game that I will definitively say, yes, I am good at this game. Arena football was my jam. I had some money plays on that game, mostly on defense. I had lockdown defense on that game. So we're up 3-0 as we head back to defense, and we quickly make the Vikings go 3 and out. A.J. Wilbur knocks away a pass, and Matt Stafford gets sacked by Daniil Hunter. There's Golden Tate, though, for 24. 8 yards for Deshaun McDuffie. There we go. 28 yards to Josh Gordon. Where's this coming from? Blocked extra point. Let's watch some defense. Bradford fakes to McKinnon. Not sure where Adrian is. As he finds STAFFORD Diggs, and he raced away from A.J. Wilbur. That was Bradford's first completion. Who remembers the XFL? I remember the XFL. I feel like if it weren't for Rod Smart, though, a lot of people wouldn't. Everybody knew he hate me. If it weren't for he hate me, the XFL would have been even more of a failure. How'd he give up after one season, though? At least two. Come on, Vince. Uh-oh, Bradford gets smashed by Ezekiel Ansah. Our best and sometimes only effective pass rusher. Yeah, I should look into streaming some older stuff. Like, one thing I thought would be fun is to do a video. I've never in my life played a game, Adam Thielen first down, of NFL 2K5. The famous final game from 2K on the gridiron. Well, NFL gridiron. All Pro Football 2K8 was great. But All Pro Football 2K5, or NFL 2K5, I never played a game of. For some reason, I just wasn't into 2K at that time. I played 2K2, loved it. I remember having 2K3 because Brian Urlacher was on the cover. Don't remember 2K4, and I didn't get into 2K5. I've never played it, but I have it. And I have a backwards compatible PS3, so I could do something with it. Which might be fun. Who's your favorite arena team? They were the Colorado Crush. They were really good that year. And I believe they won a championship. Like, maybe the year the game came out or the year after? I got into arena football for like a year while I played the game online. But now it's like a 5-team league or something crazy. The league isn't looking like it's going to make it very long. Uh-oh, that's a fumble! And Andre Smith recovers it. Be careful, Sammy B. NFL Street, I love to play that. What do I have? I have NBA Street 2 on PlayStation 2. Kick is up and good as the Vikings get on the board. I'd have to go and find a place that sells older PS2 games and try to find some sports stuff. Do you still watch WWE? No, I don't. I mean, I can't get around to everything that I like, and for a long time I just felt that WWE was way too they were so far below their potential given the talent they had on the roster that I'm just like, I'm out. Now you want to command another hour of my time per week when they change Raw to 3 hours? It's like, I'm tired of waiting for you to go somewhere I hope you can, but you're clearly not heading in that direction anyway. So I'm kind of done with pro wrestling. There's plenty of stuff that I enjoy more that I don't have time for, so I can't spend any time on something like wrestling right now. So Vikings not moving the football well. Haloti Ngata brings down Bradford, but they find STAFFORD Diggs. 3rd and 7. Sacked again by Haloti Ngata. When's Charger game uploading? As soon as this stream is over, you can watch the Chargers franchise. Simple as that. No! Pick 6, Eric Kendricks. Wait. It's 9-3. So no touchdown. It must have been called back. Something? They got a touchdown now, though. Sam Bradford. Did you like Tavares Jackson when he was with the Vikings? There was a game he played against, I forget who it was. It might have been the Bills or something. He had like 4 touchdown passes. That's when I thought he might be the real deal, but he wasn't. 15 yards to Josh Gordon. Losing 2 though. Here's 3rd down. Riddick. Why don't we join this little 2-minute drill we have going here? All right, Stafford, quick throw, and he's got Josh Gordon. Nice play, 10 of 11, efficient. Yeah, I heard that Jinder Mahal is champion. But I'm not sure I'd be able to identify most of the roster anymore. Here's Stafford on 2nd down. Ebron, it's his turn, 1st down. Tanking? I'm not tanking. I didn't do it. I'm trying to win this thing. Stafford to Golden Tate. Matt Stafford's playing really well now. Didn't come back from his injury very strong, but now he's got it together again, I think. About how long is each Chargers video before editing? Well, capturing gameplay, 10s. Wow, touchdown Josh Gordon. That was impressive. To play a game of the Chargers franchise takes anywhere from an hour 20 to an hour 45, depending on if a game goes like overtime or if a game is just longer, or if I spend a lot of time after the game looking at stuff. And then editing, you know, that can take hour and a half, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on if I'm doing anything more than a basic edit, or if I'm adding in clips from past videos, or what the agenda is. But yeah, when I sit down and play a game of football, it tends to take an hour and a half or so. Kane, do you like waffles? Yes. Way better than pancakes. I'm a waffle guy. Uh-oh. Vikings looking to answer. Diggs for 18. Sacked by DeMontre Moore. There we go. Incomplete. And on to the second half we go. Any news on Kalispell off-season? It's going to be tomorrow. I'll be streaming it tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Central Time. The event is already on my channel, so if you know where to find that, then it's there. But it's at 2 o'clock tomorrow in the afternoon, Central Time. And it should be a fun time. Looking forward to it. Imagine editing a 7 overtime game. I've edited a 5. The way I edit now, man, a 5 overtime game, that'd take forever. Sam Bradford got hurt. Hey Mike, how's it going? French toast, okay? Oh yeah, French toast. Who doesn't love a good French toast? French toast is a magical food. French toast is the best toast, easily. Easily. Uh-oh. Teddy Bridgewater's in the game. The Vikings just got better. Uh-oh. DJ Foster getting the 1st down. We better join the defense and see if they can hold off Teddy Bridgewater. Kane, I don't know if I can watch anymore. No pineapples on pizza and no pancakes. Well, here's the thing. Pineapple on its own is fine. I just don't want hot pineapple. What? I just don't want hot pineapple on pizza. Pancakes, you can use the same batter to make waffles. So it's like, why bother? So I don't know what that was. Like a glitchy snap to Stephon Diggs. I don't know. Do you think the Lions can make it back to the playoffs this year? They would need a really big year from Matt Stafford. I think it'll be tough for them to make it back to the postseason, but not at all impossible. I do like a lot of what they're doing. So it's 19-13. I don't know what that glitch was, though. But we got Deshaun McDuffie getting first downs on the ground and in the air. But Warford backs us up. Why don't we join the offense now and see what they're able to do. Hopefully, that glitch doesn't happen again. It's Stafford to Gordon for a good game. Stafford having another effective day as QB1 of the Detroit Lions. Let's see, it's 5:30 now. Okay. I'll probably have another 15 minutes or so to stream. We're going to get this game wrapped up, sim one or two more. Kane, do you think Teddy Bridgewater deserved his Pro Bowl a few years ago after throwing just 14 touchdowns? No, but the Pro Bowl is weird. And players don't go, players make the Super Bowl, and so you get David Garrard as a Pro Bowl quarterback one year, and you get Teddy, who threw a couple touchdowns in that game now. But you know what? Everybody likes to slander my guy Teddy Bridgewater, so I'm okay that he made the Pro Bowl. I'm a Teddy Bridgewater fan for life. Unless he had a big G on his helmet, that'd be a deal breaker. Here's McDuffie through the middle. I thought he was gonna take it in. Burton the motion man. Are we running it? It's McDuffie. Touchdown, Lions. That's my running back right there. Do you like boxing, Kane? I don't really understand boxing or MMA or any combat sport, really. Never been anything I've really been into. Although I used to watch Robot Wars, and I really enjoyed that. I like to watch robots fight each other. Robot Wars was awesome. That's an interesting tangent to go off of there. That's not entirely related. Well, that's as close as I can give you. If you haven't already, why don't you hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the stream tonight and if you want to see more of it and more of my content. You don't want to miss it. Hit that subscribe button. Uh-oh, Bradford's back and he's going down again. We are up 14 against the Vikings, and it looks like we're going to run some clock now, and I think we're going to be cruising to victory, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Things are looking good, though. Knocked away by Slay. Fourth down. Gotta kick it. 5 minutes left to go. Let's go, McDuffie. Third down. Got it to Ballard. And McDuffie. Oh, stuffed on third down, huh? They're trying to work quick. But they are running out of time. Jerick McKinnon for 20. Knocked away by Levy. Touchdown, Stephon Diggs. Now who's going to get the onside kick? We recovered it. And then from there we can kneel out the clock, and the Lions beat the Vikings here, who were in first place. So we get a game closer to the top of the division. Nice win for us. Matt Stafford again playing a really good game. Don't worry, the Vikings aren't clutch. Oh, man. Last year really was tough. To go 5-0 the way they did and then just completely fall off. Bad late game happenings against the Cowboys, against the Lions twice. Played terrible against the Bears. Couldn't do much against Washington. Defense played terrible in that game. Try out New Japan Wrestling. Better wrestling and storytelling and so much talent. Yeah, I might have to check that out. $27-20. Let's see how the numbers look now that that game is complete. Matt Stafford, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, and very efficient in the air. Deshaun McDuffie has a 100-yard day on 33 carries. Josh Gordon leads the way with 2 touchdowns on offense. Defensively, 2.5 sacks for Nada, 1.5 for Demontre Moore. And pick for Quinn. That was like the first play of the game. So we're going to get to mid-season, and then we'll shut the stream down for the night. And you guys will see Chargers franchise on the channel here in just a few minutes. Can you play backyard football again? I do want to play the backyard sports games more. And it's been a while now since I played the baseball ones. So I thought about bringing that back and just seeing, you know, maybe 1 or 2 more videos out of that. Let's scout a couple receivers. Lockhart had good catching. Bernardo. Exel. Bernardo. Undrafted talent. They seem to have some good skills, though. How is that a 7th rounder? He can catch and catch in traffic. And he's 6'4", 237. We have some receiving tight ends in this class. I'm not sure if Ebron's going to stick around, so I just want to see what's here. And then we'll go to safety. Mike Ward. Whiny here might be a player. That might be one I target. Okay, so we're going to sim 1 more game. And we'll pick up where we left off next time. We have the Buccaneers, who are 3-4. Let's just do a little bit more scouting. Let's head to linebacker this time. Thurman Clark. Good block, shedding, and tackle. Ooh, not great. Not great. I want to see some more impact players in the classes next year in Madden 18. Yes. Emmanuel Hurd has C+ zone coverage and B+ block shedding. That goes straight to the top of my draft board right there. I scout quarterbacks already? Yeah, I did. All right. What about any good offensive linemen? We can always find a home for a lineman. First round, though, probably not. How about guard? Or we can move someone to guard. Hey! That might be a good tackle right there. Watch him have C- run blocking, though. Alright, 1 more sim. 1 more. Do you watch soccer? No. I don't watch a lot outside of football and some baseball. A little bit of basketball. We're 5-3. There we go. We defeat the Buccaneers 29-22. So we've won 5 of 6 games. Not too bad. How'd Stafford do this time? 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Winston didn't have a big day against us. McDuffie scores a touchdown. Golden Tate has a good day. So does Eric Ebron. Two sacks on defense, only 1 allowed, and then a pick for Darius Slay. Big play Slay, living up to the name. Alrighty, so we're tied now with the Vikes at the top of the NFC North, 5-3. And I guess next time around we'll look to see if we can get the Lions to the playoffs this year. If not, we will be on to another off-season, probably the following stream. So that's going to do it for tonight, everybody. Hope you had a good time. I know I did. I appreciate all of you tuning in. And from here, you can go right to the Chargers franchise. I'll shut the stream down, and then Chargers franchise will go public, and you can watch that game. But I'll be back streaming tomorrow on the channel at 2 o'clock p.m. Central Time with the Kalispell Warhawks Dynasty, which is Sunday the 2nd of July. If you're watching this on the playback version, then you're probably not far from actually seeing that off-season. So that's going to do it for today, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to leave a like on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day.